My name is Ernest M. Keeling. Welcome to this comment and poem on the genocide in Gaza by terror state Israel, now entering 6 months, aided by unlimited supplies of WMD by Genocide Joe, supported by Rishi, Sunak and Kier Starmer, the Tweedledum and Tweedledee of the UK House of Commons, German ultra-Zionistphiles Olaf, Scholz and EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen, who glad-hands war criminal Netanyahu with zeal. All progressives in the EU must agitate to get rid of her. The pro-Zionist attitude in German government circles pervades all aspects of domestic, political, journalistic and cultural life. Also note that the US, UK and Germany have suspended payments to UNRWA, whose chief warns the agency is at breaking point. Starvation is now a weapon in the armoury of the fascist terror state to impose its genocide. At least 20 children have now died of malnutrition, dehydration, which form a total of more than 38,000 Palestinians slaughtered, 70% women and children, including those under rubble. To rub salt in the wound, on 20 February, Biden vetoed for a third time a UNSC resolution calling for a ceasefire. Days later, working with Jordan, he airdropped food aid into Gaza. Here we gain an insight into the rationale of senile hypocrite Genocide Joe. His message to the Palestinians: I will continue supplying WMD to blow you to pieces and ammunition for headshots. But you won't die hungry. Nice of him, isn't it? During one sadistic military operation in northern Gaza, broad daylight, on 29 January, Hind, a 6-year-old Palestinian girl, was traveling in a car with her uncle, aunt, and their 3 children, leaving the area as ordered, when their vehicle came under fire and was surrounded by the Israeli military, including tanks. Little Hind came into contact with the Palestinian Red Crescent Society, begging for help after all 5 family members she was traveling with had been killed, including cousin 15-year-old Leyen Hamada, who made the initial distress call. Cause of death: shot wounds and shrapnel. The PRCS maintained contact with Hind for 3 hours. Owing to the ongoing military onslaught and strict siege imposed, it was nearly 2 weeks before the family car was located by an ambulance crew southwest of Gaza City, smashed to pieces, all occupants mercilessly killed. There was evidence of bullets being fired directly into the vehicle. more war crimes by terror state Israel against innocent civilians. Owing to the circumstances, it is difficult to know how long little Hind lay with her dead relatives, alive and hoping for help. What is known is that 2 RC paramedics, Yusuf Zaino and Ahmed Al-Madoun, dispatched on a rescue mission during the same hours, were also killed, found charred in their ambulance. For this dastardly deed, the weapon of choice was a US-made M830A1 heat shell, i.e., the US provides sophisticated weapons to client Israel with which to commit war crimes. It seems likely little Hind was killed around the time her communication was broken, or the time the ambulance crew was killed, or shortly after. The PRCS statement. The occupation deliberately targeted the Red Crescent crew despite obtaining prior coordination to allow the ambulance to reach the location to rescue the girl Hind. Little Hind represents 16,000 children killed since 7 October in Israel's genocide in Gaza. This poem is based on the conversation between her and the PRCS responder. Copyright. This poem is titled Little Hind in Her Own Words. Little Hind. They are dead. The tank is next to me. It is moving. A primeval age, a gathering of elements. Tanks circle like wolves that bay for blood, stalk mothers and children. Bullets, hungry like ravenous teeth, without conscience, strafe the scene. Sky is harbinger of Enola Gay. Little Hind, come take me. Will you come and take me? Who had every right to enter the womb, now denied her little space. Every absence, a keening, another lament, a lack of grace. Little Hind, I'm so scared. Please come. Humanity shines above the fray. 2 brave rescuers between rodents and the Old Testament tribe chart the rubble to that desolate space. Charred in their ambulance, they gave their lives. Responder. Is there gunfire around you? Little Hind. Yes, come and get me. But no one will come. The way is barred. Little Hind will die, terrified and alone, in her darkest hour, without a crumb of comfort or succor in mother's loving arms. Her dreams of a playful childhood, the fresh air of freedom, of children of her own, will end between decomposing bodies. For any moment, her little hands and little feet, the tears streaming her pallid cheeks, once so rosy, will connect with death. Thank you for listening, and God arrest America. If you like poetry or you like the channel, you are welcome to subscribe and share. Once again, thank you for listening.